Alright, this is probably the last time I open the vlog with a fast food review. For a while at least. I'm at KFC, I'm here to try the Stranger Things burger meal. Alright, so that was $9.99 for the burger meal, and I got a gravy instead of a drink because I'm gonna go to Starbucks, which is next door, to get an eggnog latte. It's finger-licking good. Apologies for the lighting, I know it sucks. I'm working tomorrow, so I'm trying to squeeze in as much vloggy stuff as possible. I was going to go to KFC anyway. We know what the fries are like. Let's see what this burger's like. The Stranger Things burger. Because this is what I need. Red food colouring in the evening. There's not much to this. It needs a hash brown. That's what it needs. Honestly, first KFC burger I haven't enjoyed. That was gash.
Hello, the Starbucks. What can I get for you today?
Can I get an eggnog latte, please?
Of course, that a large one.
Yes. Can you make it decaf?
Of course.
£6.45 now for an eggnog latte. Sorry, that joke's so old.
Oh, what a disaster! That's my whole Sunday ruined!
Alright, Saturday the 15th. It's raining outside. The electric went off last night about, what, 8 o'clock, just after. So I went to bed. Look at the amount of dust this washing machine has to put up with. One thing I'd like to do today is I've got 2 Henry hats. This was my first one, and there's a little, you know, it's a little faded. I use this one for work a lot, and this is the second one I bought. Not as faded, but if I'm going to dye one, I might as well dye the other. Okay, so sorting out some of these DVDs is, you know, I've gone over this before, but I'm really starting to think this is unhealthy. This kind of thing would really annoy actual collectors because I'm pretty much making them worthless by putting them in these sleeves and taking them out of the cases. The way I see it is, if I can keep this collection tidy, then it's not a mental illness. But I'm not fooling anyone, am I? Right, that's enough Buffy for one day. Okay, this week I am going to Porthmadog, Pwllheli way, to check the charity shops and look for ideas for Christmas presents. The Christmas presents part, obviously, I won't share on here, in case somebody I buy a present for is watching. I'm looking for somewhere in Carnarvon to have breakfast. In fact, there's something down by the castle, isn't there? Well, it smells open to me. I'm thinking of going to Beckwith's Mellis. There you go, Beckwith's Mellis. I was going to get a cheesecake there, but I'm going to Dolgecco later, and I'm going to get a cheesecake there. Support as many local businesses as I can, I guess. How did this cringe of an actor get so many parts I don't get it. Just checking out the charity shops in Porthmadog. I want to go to Dolgeka in a minute. There's an antique shop there where I can guarantee to get a present for somebody. So far I haven't found too much in the way of DVDs. I did Mrs. Brown's Boys, man. Like, there's a special place in hell for people who watch that show. I mean, it said it was like £3. If that said minus £3, as in if I took that to the cashier and they gave me £3 to take it out of the shop, I still wouldn't take it because I'd have to live with the trauma that I walked out of a shop with a Mrs. Brown's DVD. Also, I found The Bill, like 9 or 10 seasons of The Bill. It'd be beyond obsession if I started collecting those. Luckily, they were $5 each, so there was no way I was buying those. It's Sunday. I just woke up from a nap. I went to work this morning. After that, I went to bed for a nap, and I just could not get out of bed. And now look at the time. Look at the time. It's 1:20. There's no way I'm getting a vlog out, for 1. 2, I haven't filmed enough footage for it anyway. So, oh God. I don't know why it bothers me so much, because, you know, it's just a silly little vlog that I put up every week, but I guess it's part of the challenge of getting one out every week while having a full-time job. I don't know how I do it sometimes. I'm so lazy that I'm having frozen pizza. Matt told me the best thing to do is to, especially with these ones, is to let them defrost and then stretch it out a bit so it's not soggy. So I did do that. That's why it looked so giant on that thing, because I stretched it out a little bit. We'll see the results in a minute. Condiment wise, what do I have? I'll have this garlic soy. And I bought this today as well. Nah, dude, barbecue sauce, isn't it? It's a barbecue pizza, so barbecue sauce. While I wait for that pizza to cook, I'm going to pick one of the films out that I bought yesterday. Orange County, that's a comedy special. Boiling Point, never seen that. That's a contender. This is going to be terrible, but I thought I bought it anyway. Ooh, Tag, that's a good film. Kiss of Death. Look how young they look here. Look how young Nicolas Cage and Samuel L. Jackson look here. I might watch that, because that's old. Weekend at Bernie's. I remember that being kind of funny. Guess who's coming to dinner? Oh, and Muppets Most Wanted. Have I got this? Let's have a quick look. Muppets, movies, where are you? Nope, I don't have it. So there you go, now I've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Muppets movies so far. I'm just going to crash here and watch movies for the rest of the day. Man, I need a break. I haven't got a clue what this film is about. Ow, you bastard. It's too big for my chopping board. Ah, you f***er. What an idiot. Christ. How did I think that was going to balance there? Seriously. I don't know if Matt learnt that trick himself or he just saw it on the internet, but I definitely let this defrost and stretch it out because this pizza is crispy. Okay, now that I've got room for the sauce, let's try that again, shall we? Without dropping it this time. And now I've got to rewind this film. That was a pretty good film. Honestly, shitloads of familiar faces in it too. Honestly, anything from like the mid-90s set in New York, even if it's like a half-decent film, I'm going to enjoy it because, God, I miss the 90s, you know? Oh, crap. For God's sake. It's Friday at 10:20. I just finished work. Everything's steaming up because I just got in. It's cold outside, but it's also typical. There's blue skies except for underneath my house. So I was trying to show that it's a nice day out there. Yes, I do have a lot of Ben & Jerry's ice cream in here. I might have one of these. Should I have a cheddar and jalapeno sausage for breakfast? Or a bacon pilsner and Bavarian smoked cheese? Ooh! They all sound incredible, right? I'm gonna try one of these. Yeah, screw it, I'll open this. Bavarian and smoked cheese. Stupid ice cream. I hope I have ruined the skin on that, haven't I? Bollocks. Oh no, that's the skin off the other one. Of course, what's going to happen now is all the grease is going to come out of that sausage because I've pierced the skin and soak the hash browns. This is going to be a really healthy breakfast, this one. You wouldn't believe how much dust would come off these if I just whacked them against the wall. I'm not going to do that, though. I breathe in enough of that stuff. God, I cannot talk like that today. I'm not going to do that. I breathe in enough. I give up! Should have got the big pan out. That is not enough bacon. Trying to do this. Oh, you bastard! Ugh. Perfect. Those hash browns were unnecessary. So after that breakfast, I came up here for a nap, and one of the first videos I saw was First We Feast Hot Ones, newest episode. And I thought to myself, what the hell is Lorraine Kelly doing on Hot Ones? Ah, poor Winona Ryder. I swear to God, that looks like Lorraine Kelly.
Can you see my growler?
Look, Lorraine Kelly. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but I reckon it's her hair. I mean, poor Winona Ryder, right? I'm sorry, Winona Ryder. I've been up for the last half hour and I'm just checking the weather for today, and looks like Anglesey is pretty clear from this morning, so don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm definitely not staying here if it's going to be pissing it down all day. Look how nice it is today. I'm here for one reason, and that's to see some red squirrels. Hopefully I get to see them this time. Nant-y-pandy, look, there they are. That's what I'm here for. I've never seen one in person, and I don't live that far away from them. I'll just keep an eye in the trees. I just found the guy that actually feeds them, so I'll follow them in a bit. But I'm glad I stopped that woman now, Janice. Was it Janice or Janet? Damn it. That rhymes, I didn't mean it to. I stopped a woman on the path and asked her if she'd seen any red squirrels around, and she said she was waiting for the guy who feeds them to arrive. Now, we've been walking around looking for him. It's a guy in camo with a large camera, and he just showed me some pictures. doing waiting for fish? Look how patient he's being. Not a phone in sight. That water is rough, but it really did piss it down last night. Little poser, this guy. Yeah, give me angry. You've had a bad day.
Give me angry. Will you give me angry? You've had a bad day. You're cranky.
I wasn't expecting it to get so close. Some idiot couple were walking their dog off the lead and the dog chased the squirrels away.
Is that your dog? Oh, yeah, Peg.
This came literally seconds after they said, oh, the dog doesn't chase squirrels. Luckily, squirrels run around at about 20 miles an hour, but if you're walking the dog in a nature reserve, keep it on a lead. Thanks to, we had to wait around for about 10 minutes for the squirrels to settle down again. Hugh, the guy in the camouflage who feeds them and takes pictures, can be followed here on Instagram. He's got lots of good pictures of squirrels, foxes, birds. Now please admire my amazing camera work. If you want to become a cameraman for football games, following squirrels would probably be good practice. Fuck, they're so quick. Chathon. I am.
It's a male. It's on the male.
Yeah, under the chin. Yeah, under the chin.
You've learned quite quickly that it's pointless trying to eat a grey squirrel because the skin is so fat, so thick.
Well, that cheered me up, and I know where to come next time. I can come here on my own, set up my GoPro somewhere where I know they'll feed. I can put some nuts out and get some decent shots of them. But yeah, on to the next. Right, the weather's looking a little unpredictable. Kind of like mixed between rain and then sun. So I thought I'd go indoors. I don't know if you have to pay. Steve mentioned this place to me a few months back, so I thought I'd check it out. If you're ever in Anglesey, type in Tekla Tide on Google Maps. It'll come up. I have not seen one of them in a long time. I'm at the Anglesey Transport Museum and Cafe. To pay, you have to go to the cafe. It costs about £10.50, and that gives you access to like 2 big garages full of old cars and military vehicles. The staff there are daring each other to eat dog treats, and I didn't want to miss it, but it sounds like we're going to do it. So you pay at the cafe, come through this door, £10.50, and then look. Wait, is there an upstairs? Motorcycle gallery, cool. Okay. It's pretty cool. Rally Wisp 50cc. Imagine cruising around on that in the 60s. Just going to get your Hovis to put in their bag there. That's all that'll fit in there as well. There's about a loaf and maybe a crate of eggs. Different times. Ah, here we go. I'd love to have a go on one of these, like Wallace and Gromit style. You're gonna have to forgive me. I know nothing about bikes. I know nothing about Royal Enfield 250cc's from 1939. I know nothing about bikes at all. Robin Jack. A Felten Goch. 1910 to 1979. I guess he wore this. Leather, red leather. R.J. Edwards of Robin Jack was a motorcycle racing rider, racing between 1934 and 1950. They didn't have Red Bull in those days. This looks like something straight out of the 80s Tron movie. Great minds think electric. Sinclair C5. The Sinclair C5 was technology entrepreneur Sir Clive Sinclair. His company was best known at the time for their range of computers such as the ZX Spectrum. Ooh! But in the early 80s, Sinclair decided to experiment with building an electric vehicle. Oh dear. Well, the fact that I've never seen one of these on the road leads me to believe that it didn't go very well. Remember, everybody, think bike, because they don't think about you. There was a cabinet full of toy cars, none of which have been up Ryan Dunn's arse.
Well, how did a car toy get there?
Maybe you stuck it up your ass.
When I was a kid growing up in the same village I live in now, there was an old guy called Yorweth who had 2 of these. I'm not exactly sure if they were Austins, or I'm pretty sure they were though. And I used to help him start the engine. I'm not that old, by the way, it's just that he had these vehicles. I don't know what happened to the vehicles after he passed away, but I can imagine they went for a pretty penny. I bought this Mini in 1987 from BMC Garage in Telford, Shropshire, and sold it in part exchange at Furrows in Shrewsbury in 1990. I spotted it in someone's drive on Anglesey in 2012 and was able to buy it the following year. It is not completely restored, but it's well on the way. Nice. Oh my god. This is one of those gangster cars, see? If you're driving one of these, you're gonna say "she" at the end of everything you say, see? You can see and hear the kitchen from here. The cafe. There's a lot of random bric-a-brac here as well. Trinkets everywhere. Post office sign. Is this supposed to be an old post office? Television repairmen. Bet there's not many of those about these days. Old school cutlery. I've actually got one of those knives. Looks a bit like a film studio, doesn't it? Old Michelin Man. Is that the guy from Saw?
I want to play a game.
They're missing the trick with these dummies. If they want to scare the shit out of someone, they should have a sensor on them that moves the head. So when people pass here and look in, the head kind of moves. Goes, eh! We've got a tractor section upstairs. Ooh-ar. This is probably like a typical farmer's garage. It looks like it leaks here. There's a copy. There's a copy of Tractor and Machinery from 2001. £2.60 for a magazine. Imagine. How much are magazines these days? I wonder if this is still going. I remember looking in a shop at years and years ago, probably around this time actually, and laughing at it. I just found it funny for some reason. Spot the odd one out here. Yep. Coleman's mustard. And I guess also OXO. Concentrated energy of beef. What? I guess that's how they were selling it back then. I'd love to have a go on this. Honestly, look how... Imagine... God, imagine getting to drive this around picking up soil with it. This looks like so much fun, but you're not allowed to sit on it either. See? An old school Escort that's only had 2 owners. Look at those wheels. Nice. You used to see so many of these on the roads in the 90s. Maestros. I'm not much of a car guy, but I always wanted either a Audi Quattro, one of those rally cars that are like the square ones basically, and a Honda Civic Type 2, I think it is. The square ones before they went all round and boring. Well, there you go. Picked a nice quiet day for it. Let's go over to the military side now. I was not expecting to see a Sierra Cosworth in the military section. That's what this is, right? I don't know my cars very well, so I have to check, double check. Bet this is exactly what Jay Leno's garage smells like, if you know what I'm talking about. He's got a YouTube channel, go check it out. That guy is loaded. Military vehicles this way, maggots. You'll never take me alive, copper, see? Panda. Due to the car's original black and white colour scheme, the Morris Minor police car earned the title of Panda Car. Fun animal fact. Pandas often spend up to 12 hours of the day just eating. Maybe I'm a panda. This Leyland hippo is massive. Whoa. Trying to steal these in GTA 5 is a nightmare, isn't it? Ah, what? I want this. Perhaps best known for its appearance in the 1977 James Bond classic, The Spy Who Loved Me. That's the Anglesey Transport Museum and Cafe in Anglesey. If you're ever on the island, you know, and it's raining, maybe, I don't know, come here. There's a cafe here. They've got plenty of vehicles for you to look at. Yeah, I didn't know about this place. Steve told me about it. He came here a few months ago during the summer. Probably be busier then too, although there are people around here now. There's some people going into the cafe now. I've just seen someone else going into the military museum. Well, there you go. That's my day in Anglesey. You can see one of the bridges behind me. That's probably the one I'm going to cross in a minute. Oh, it's getting cold out there now. What have we got? Chorizo and chicken, tan guicht pizza. I finally bought some red fabric dye, so I'm probably going to dye my Henry Hoover hat when I get home. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm still not a week ahead like I like to be when I'm doing vlogs, so God knows if you're going to get a vlog next Sunday. I'll try, but, you know, it's a tough time at the moment. Work's very busy. I'm struggling to find time to edit. God, I just wish I worked part-time so I could concentrate on this a bit more. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you at the next one.
Maybe you stuck it up your ass.
I didn't stick anything up my ass.